Hello there everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to configure reWASD for either a mouse and keyboard or a gamepad. And I'm not going to waste any time, so let's just jump straight into it. Essentially what you want to do is go to the reWASD website and download the software first of all, and I'll provide links to everything in the description. But once you have the software installed, you essentially open it up and you're going to be met with a blank configuration. And I tried configuring it myself. It's not very easy. It's not fun at all. It takes a lot of time. But so what I found is this configuration right here that's set up for xCloud gaming, which is exactly what I'm using it for actually. But it essentially provides a basis for you to go off of when you're remapping your keys to what you want them as. And I'll admit some of the keys are a little bit weird. You'll probably want to change them, but that's up to you, not me. But once you have this configuration installed, what you want to do is go down here to the left hand corner, and not this right here, but this little button over here. I was confused about that at first, and I couldn't configure my device. So you basically select your keyboard, select your mouse, and if you have a gamepad you want to set up with that, you can select your gamepad too, and then hit close and hit apply. And this is going to enable the software temporarily, but all you have to do is just go down here and shut it off once it pops up. There it is. And then just essentially click off, and it disconnects. But you can assign these keys to whatever you want them to. Now, the only other thing that I have to talk about when it comes to the essential configuration to detect your software, I use auto detect. But if you have a running application open that you want it to detect, you can hit this associated apps button over here and hit add active process. And I don't have any games running right now or anything, but essentially what you do is you just select the running process, and that's what it's configured for. Like, I had Chrome set up to use my controller for YouTube, but you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. So essentially after that you're done. You can remap the keys up to whatever you want to. Like I said, down here for keyboard and mouse you have your mouse sensitivity, just in this little area right here for virtual devices, and you have your mouse initial speed, all that great jazz. And now, as you notice, I had a Nintendo Switch wired controller set up with my configuration. Well, the way this configuration is, if you're going to be using a controller, you either have to remap the keys and figure it out, because I haven't tried doing it, and it was relatively a fucking bitch when I tried to do it with a keyboard and mouse. So what I did is, I'm just going to grab my controller right here and plug it on in. Sorry, I unplugged my phone. And you'll see that Nintendo Switch wired go from grayed out to white. And then what you do is you switch over to the Xbox 360 configuration that comes with it. This is a default configuration that comes with it every time. And essentially what you do, you don't really have to do any setting up. It's all configured for you. Then you turn it on, and if I open that, you'll see that there's not a controller connected, even though my Nintendo Switch controller is connected. But if I go back into the Xbox app and go ahead and go down here and enable reWASD, you're going to see that the controller gets detected almost instantly. And what I'm going to do, I don't have very good cell service right now, but I'm using my controller right now to move around, and you can obviously see that by all the fucking glitchy square shit. but it works flawlessly in games. There's no delay whatsoever. And that's about it. I mean, there's better tutorials out there. This is just a quick tutorial, but I just figured I'd make a video on it because I had trouble with it. So, have a good night. Enjoy your evening.